Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Money Garden. Today it's Wednesday, Women Wednesday. So it's an interesting topic I wanted to talk about today, and I want to talk to specifically women who possibly maybe are over 40, 45, maybe divorced, maybe not. Certainly some of these things are would apply to anybody, really. But specifically, I want to talk to women who sometimes I feel that some women who are over 40, 45, they haven't really done their goals, their dreams, what they want. And sometimes they look at themselves and they feel like it's too late for me. And so the title of today's episode is Your Life Version N.0. N meaning fill in the blanks. N could be any number, really. There is no rule that says that we only should have a version 1.0 and that's that. Nothing ever works like that, you guys. So, for example, I'm going to use myself as an example, but it's really, truly, it can be applied at any age, in any situation. No matter how old you are, or how many lives you lived, so to speak, there is never too late to start yet another version, yet another upgraded. Do you breathe? Yes, you do. You wake up in the morning? Yes, you do. Hopefully you're healthy? Yes, you do. Then guess what? There is yet another version inside of you. So it could be 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. So what? Who cares, right? There's always a way to start all over. Every day, and I really believe this, you guys, every day there is always a chance to start all over again. So if you're 50, it's not over. Today people live till 90, 100, right? You have a good 40 years left, so there's a lot of things you could do. So I would say just look at your life like pretty much like a software, or anything else, get that get that better version, right? It's always upgrading. And what I love about that is that there is no limit to it then, right? So call your life, my life N.0, meaning N being any number. For me, so I'm going to use myself as an example. So right now I am actually on 4.0. My life 1.0 was when my early childhood growing up, and then, before I left Romania, I became, a refugee. So that would have been, those are when I was very young. I was 18, 19, 20, and I thought I knew what I wanted from life. Right now, I will tell you, and I don't know, maybe a lot of you can relate to me on this one, but right now I will tell you that very little, if anything, there is left from that 18-year-old girl. Maybe probably my sense of adventure, because I still love to dance and I still love to do things like that, But other than that, in terms of values, in terms of skills, obviously, certainly not skills, but in terms of values, in terms of thoughts, in terms of how I want to live my life, how I live my life, in terms of how I view the world, in terms of how I feel about people, has nothing to do with what I used to think when I was 18, 19, 20. So I would say that was version 1.0. And then I left Romania as a refugee, right? And I went through a lot of adversity. And then I came to America. So I would say that was my life version 2.0. I had to become a completely different person. I had to learn the language, right? Then I had to figure out how, people work here, get new skills so I can integrate myself into the job system, so I can get a job. I met my ex-husband. We got married. Now I became a wife. I became a new person in this country. I was learning the language. I had to learn new skills. I did not have education. I became a wife, right? And I was starting a family. So do you think that I needed to become and work on myself and start evolving as a person? You better believe it, I did. Yes, and I did that. So that would be what you would call 2.0. So that was Liz 2.0, my second version, my next level upgrade of my life. And then 7 years ago, I went through a very painful divorce. I never expected it, and it brought me down. It really just brought me down to rock bottom. And I had to literally rebuild, not get back to where I was, not to fix the things, not fix anything. It's almost I had to unlearn everything I ever thought I knew, starting with myself and about myself, and relearn and just rebuild, literally from scratch. Rebuild my changes, my philosophies, how I want to live my life, what do I want to bring in the world, joy, happiness, what it all means, health, nutrition, all those things that I never before really paid much attention to. Now I was shaken, so to speak. I think God has a way of like shake us up sometimes, and we need that. And I definitely needed that. So I was completely rebuilding. Are you kidding me? It wasn't even necessarily a version 3.0. Maybe it was just a whole other galaxy of myself. But I called it version 3.0, right? Because it was still continuum of my life. And now, interestingly enough, I'm completely rebuilding this whole new life. I became an entrepreneur in the past year, yet my life took yet another level, right? And I'm starting all over. I'm rebuilding. I am an entrepreneur. I'm building a business. I'm building a big agency. I'm also in the process of starting my nonprofit. I am so committed to making a difference in the world. My big vision, my big goal is to help 100 million single mothers and their children turn their life around. And I will tell you, that requires a whole other, level of type of person who I am. They say something says that success will come when we're ready for it. I definitely have a lot of preparation to do to be ready for that kind of, not just success that I envision for myself, but more importantly for that kind of responsibility that I'm taking on, the difference that I want to make in the world. So, and I'm up for it. I'm up for it, you guys. So I am recommitting. I'm recommitting myself every single day to learning more, to becoming better, to focusing on personal development. Everything starts from me, right? Because if I can work on becoming the better version of myself, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? That will allow me to become that higher level, higher quality person that it is now required to handle, once again, like I said before, not only the successes that are going to come with it, but certainly more importantly, the responsibilities that I'm embarking on. And it's just a whole new life. So I'm calling it Liz 4.0. And why not? The question, a lot of times, guys, we ask the wrong questions. When, somebody like 45, 50, maybe you went through a divorce, maybe you never really done, you're a woman, you think to yourself, I could do that, but why? Like, probably I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to succeed. No, that's the wrong question to ask. The questions we should ask ourselves always is why not? Is why not? Or sometimes when we are afraid to start something, we say, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to start it because I'll probably fail. And what if it doesn't work? Again, wrong question. The question we should ask ourselves, well, what if it does? And just start thinking and imagine that. What if it does? Because you know what? You're 50, maybe you think it's over, but guess what? Maybe you want to embark on something and you think to yourself, I'm going to be 55 by the time it's done. Maybe. But guess what? You're going to be 55 no matter what, whether you like it or not. I guarantee you. Then why not might as well have that goal, have that vision, have that dream, have that new life, have that whatever it is that you want for yourself. Maybe go back to school. Maybe get a degree. Why not? That's the question to ask. The question should never be, why do I want to do this? The question should be, why not? And it should never be, what if it doesn't work? The question should always be, well, what if it does? So I really hope that helps you guys today. Think about it that way. There's always room for another version of your life. And think of it, my life version, N.0. And the beauty about it is that you can substitute N for any number, right? It could be 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, whatever. There is no end to it. I really hope that helps you guys. I really hope that you will have the courage to go for your dreams, for your goals. I really hope that you will have the courage to start walking on the path of that next version of your life. So thank you so much for watching. Again, I will see you guys next time on Friday, and have an amazing rest of your week. And just every day, just know that there is a new chance to start your life version. You fill in the blanks, N.0. Thank you guys. See you guys next time.